Well, back here for the second semi-final in the Shield Series. PAC BaaBaas taking on the North Coast Marlins. BaaBaas, their first time here at the 9PL. Done a great job to get through to the semi-finals here at the Shield. It was an impressive quarter-final performance from them. And North Coast Marlins, they've been really good as well throughout the tournament. Again, one of those teams that have just had some of their losses just go away from them in really close contests. So looking forward to this one to see who will take on Legacy in the grand final in the Shield Series a little bit later on this afternoon.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed calling both of these teams. I like the PAC BaaBaas purely because of, well, listen, I'm a bit of a social media tart. I love watching the content, and these guys are a funny bunch. But they're here to play. To make no mistake, they're here to play. But the North Coast Marlins boys, I just like their toughness. They're just a big group of blokes that want to compete, and they're not here to muck around. They're here to play some football as they go down the right-hand side now.
Great start here from the BaaBaas, picking up some big meters from the restart.
Yeah, that number 9, Lucas, I believe it is. Oh, no, I apologise. That's BaaBaas. Foul. He is impressive. 1, to look at, and 2 is to watch him play football. He's a big thing. He's got a fantastic flick pass. We can get it over the top. It's very Sonny Bill-esque.
Now, last tackle of the set. Fake the kick. Put it through the hands.
And here he comes.
Now, ball in one hand. He's got it on a string at the moment. Oh, lovely little touch there off the boots. Oh, they say knock on.
Yeah, look out for more of that. He loves to do it. He holds the ball like it's a peanut. He's a big man.
Garland Pierce. We've called him a number of times throughout the tournament over the last couple of days. Almost coming up with something special there as we see big contact here on the first tackle.
Yeah, good line speed there from Humphreys.
He's been great for the BaaBaas as well. Big Chris Humphreys. He's pretty dynamic with ball in hand as well.
Yeah, Ashton now. Great marker defence. 2 shots in a row. Ooh.
Just had a little bit too much sauce on that. Get the friendly bounce, so they still hold on to the footy here, the Marlins.
Humphreys again with a nice, aggressive tackle.
Now off the boot.
It's a big kick and he's found some space. But this ties into a little bit of rugby 7 stuff as far as I'm concerned. I think these guys will revel in this sort of open play.
Nice work from Inacio.
Yeah.
Some good meters, good footwork.
Andrew Jackson there just working him over, slowing the play of the ball down. Good form.
Nice flick out the back.
And
a beautiful little show and go and some good speed as well. The final pass goes over the sideline.
Yeah, some enterprising play there, but unfortunately just couldn't get the ball on the mark. As North Coast Marlins get their first chance to attack at the line.
Now restart, smack on the halfway line. It's Downing Brown. Skips across field, gets away from a couple, gets away from another.
Got some light feet, Downing Brown.
They wrap him up eventually on the first tackle.
If Jared Adams isn't a rugby player, I'll eat my hat. Have a go at him. Goodness gracious. Wouldn't be running straight at that man.
I wouldn't be running straight at most of these players out here this weekend, to be fair.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Now, great footwork in getting in out of the in-goal area and back into the field of play.
Yeah, Ben Nova, he gave me the pass. We can call him. No, I apologise, Novo. Man of the match last game. He had a ripper.
Now ball out the back, and the Marlins force a mistake. And they're up and about after that one as well. Andrew Jackson was thereabouts. He's been one of their best.
Kyle Weston, I believe, was in there as well, 17. Yeah, Jackson is he's a fiery man. I'm going to go say good day to him later. Would love to have a beer with him.
He looks like a ripper.
Bit of space down the right here.
Send it back through the hands, across out to the left-hand side of the field. Great tackle on that man we just mentioned. Jackson pops straight back to his feet, gets a good, clean, quick play the ball.
Some good desperation defence here from the PAC BaaBaas.
And trying to burrow in underneath, and they do get there. Get the first try on the board here in this semi-final. Just grit and determination And they come up with the points for the Marlins.
Yeah, just applied the pressure, just kept going, passing it around. The BaaBaas couldn't hold them. Yeah, too strong. You get closer to the line like that, you need those guys tight because there's some big bodies here that when they drive at your legs, you can be very, very difficult to stop.
So conversion unsuccessful for the Marlins. They remain in front. 4-0.
What I've really enjoyed about this weekend is not only the amount of ex-NRL talent that's here, but some of these state league guys, first graders, local first graders, and even the rugby sevens guys, just seeing some of this new talent that's floating around. It's just unbelievable. And it speaks volumes of how good the actual NRL... Oh, my goodness.
What about that?
See a little bit of that. It just speaks volumes of why the NRL is so good, because the guys that are nipping at their heels are the real deal. There's a lot of pressure to hold your spot because there's a bunch of guys that are playing in the state leagues and in the local comps that want to be playing first grade. And we get to see a lot of that talent here at the Country Tracker Caps Premier Nines.
A big match coming up at the conclusion of this one. We're back into the trophy series. First semi-final, RLPA taking on the Salty Pigs.
Wow, great carry there.
10 out from the line here, the Marlins. They come down the left-hand side of the field, back in now.
Wasson again.
Great offloads.
Great offloads. He did a great shot before to turn the ball over, and now he's really putting his team in a position to score some points.
And another offload. BaaBaas, you want to get numbers across. A little shimmy down the right-hand side of the field.
Yeah, good stuff from the North Coast Marlins. You got to put that down, I believe, to Kyle Wasson, number 17. Had a really good shot early that turned the ball over from the Pigs, and then Pig Athletic. And then just then he got one carry, recarried the ball, gets an offload, and he's a big man. He's going to take a spell, well-deserved spell.
There's the try scorer, Keon Graham, on screen. So back-to-back tries here for the Marlins.
This is a difficult one. What do you reckon?
Very difficult from the sideline.
As I see Jerry Lattimore just walking through shirtless.
What a sight.
And just striding as he sips on a strider, funnily enough.
Unsuccessful. So 8-0, Marlins in front.
Oh, I think the number 7, Perry, has done something to his leg there. Rightio, Pig Athletic. What a run.
Great run from the restart. Trucking downfield. Yep. Yet again. The big boys have been super impressive.
Yeah, they just don't know whether it's a rugby. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. Down the right-hand side.
Pierce
it's
again.
A foot race. Fantastic ball back in, but yeah.
They're going to call it forward.
I don't know whether it's because of these guys are primarily a rugby-based side, but their play the ball just isn't quick enough. They do fantastic runs. They're very strong, but maybe they're not used to that action, but they just simply don't get on their feet quick enough and get to play the ball to get that momentum.
It's probably the real big difference between like a nines league and like a sevens rugby, isn't it? Just the difference in the ruck.
Absolutely.
And what goes on between the two sports. So, yeah, it's a good point that you make.
And just speaking with Ben Navo after the last match, I said, how do you finding? And he said, my lungs are burning because I'm not used to getting back that 10 metres from the ruck. There's a lot more running than I need to do, and I'm paying for it. So a couple of little disadvantages, but I can see these guys coming back.
It's getting testy out there. BaaBaas wanted the footy back. Will Hobbs didn't want to give it to him.
I'm not sure what it is with the North Coast Marlins, but they seem to attract the little Barney.
They love it, and they compete for everything.
Yeah.
They're in the contest. We're back underway. Now, Hooter sounds in the background, so they chuck it on the toe. Nicely cleaned up out the back from Downing Brown. He's still on his feet here, Downing Brown. Still going. Looking for support. Oh, no, he's not on his feet anymore.
Wait, didn't I say earlier you wouldn't run straight at that man?
Philly Armin Leah said, that is halftime, boys. We are done. Have a look at this.
Forgive me. I wasn't speaking about Viliami, but I tell you what, holy moly. Wowee.
They're all smiles over there still, the Marlins, and why not? They're in front on the scoreboard, but the BaaBaas are going to have to make them. They will make them work for it here in this second 20 minutes. Looking to get through to the grand final against Legacy later on this afternoon. Marlins in front, 8-0.
Do you live your life to the fullest? Power your performance naturally. Speed up your recovery. Enhance your well-being from the inside out. Forget caffeine and sugar. This is pure, powerful hydration. Supporting your brain health, energy levels, and immune system. Element hydrogen-infused water. Take control of your performance.
Second half about to get underway here in the second semi-final of the Shield Series. Well, we had a little bit of everything there. Big hits. Great footy, great tries as well. Marlins in front, 8-0. Over the PAC BaaBaas, but they're right in this game.
Absolutely. I think the PAC BaaBaas got some points in them. North Coast Marlins playing probably their best footy I've seen them play in the carnival so far. But, PAC BaaBaas got points in them. I'm not going to count my chickens.
Yeah, crabbing across field to Weaver. He's brought down. Down the short side, little dink off the boot.
Look at this.
Great speed coming down. Beautiful bounce as well. Look at him fly.
Get them extra points. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, listen, they had that up their sleeve. No one was even attempting to run the ball. They were looking to get that kick in early. They've obviously got this weapon on the side. Look at this.
Yeah, Keon Graham, his second try of the game.
Yep.
He knew it. Look at him go here from 0 to 100. The bounce was absolutely perfect, and right now he's home. You're not getting me, boys.
Perfectly weighted kick. As you said, the bounce was very favourable, but it was just a perfect kick. And, man, what about the wheels on him?
Oh, yeah, he's lightning. So bonus point try. A conversion in front successful from Braden Torpey.
Such a strike weapon. If you've got pace in your team, you're just such a massive advantage. Yes, you can toil and truck seed, but you need someone to be able to zip like that, and that was impressive.
And when you've got space to work with in the nines format, well, we've been hyping up the big boys all weekend because they've been awesome throughout a lot of the teams that have been competing. But, watching someone in open space is not too much better.
Yeah.
With a set of wheels like that. They're up against it now, the BaaBaas.
Yeah, nice
15.
Big, deep kick there from North Coast Marlins. Just trying to keep these guys in the red zone, I would assume. They've got a little bit of buffer with the points. But, their tails are up.
Second tackle, and they're 20 metres out from their own line. They look to shift. There's their captain, Sean Farrell. Gets the offload away. Still bouncing around. Here he is again. Saikonisi. Still on his feet, and they can't bring him down. They'll come back and say he's eventually held.
Yep. Yeah, you can recognise these rugby bodies, but geez, they a lot on their feet too, the big boys.
Wrapped up just shy of the halfway line. Nice, clean, quick play the ball. Now taking off again.
Whoa. I missed that. I apologise. I was looking for names, and I just saw the late. Here we go. Late little bit of contact here. Marker's offside. He's taken advantage of that and then held the ball maybe a little too long.
There's great work at the back there from Edward Downing-Brown.
He's had a great game. A couple of really impressive runs. And now he's showing his talents in defence.
Now a nice pick up from half.
Will Hobbs.
Tackled on the 40-metre line here at the BaaBaas. Now on the toe. It's a nice kick as well. One roll too many, and into the fence he goes.
Into the Hutchinson mesh.
Holding up nice and strong.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
I think there's a bit of extra reinforcement after those Storms have ripped it all apart on Friday night. BaaBaas will restart here from the 20.
Yeah, look, a little uncertain of what the plan is here. I think the North Coast Marlins have dominated this game so far. There's 5 minutes left in the second half. And North Coast Marlins, as I said, have stepped up and are playing some great style of footy. Look at the footwork on these men.
The kick just does not come off. Doesn't get the purchase he was looking for.
Yeah, desperation footy now as the minutes are starting ticking by from PAC Athletic.
Now the penalty is actually going to go to the BaaBaas here, pushing in the ruck.
That's unusual.
No, kick for the sideline. Is it going to go out? No. Great job. Oh, now he's knocked it on. He did everything right. Everything right until he had to pick it up and off.
Mr. Jackson?
Yeah, it might have been.
Yep.
Going to go to the races. Now the BaaBaas. A chance to get some points on the board. Still plenty of time on the clock. They're down by 15 at the moment. Whoa. Picking the big man up. They get him down safely to the ground. Now they put the crossfield kick in and beautifully taken. Well, they needed that. They score. Varamu gets points on the board.
Yeah, they want to be choppy with this kick now. Just get it going and just try and ride this momentum.
That was a lovely little kick across.
Yes.
Great take as well from Joe Varamu.
Yeah, Varamu's... Was it Varamu? Poor Fissy? No. They just need to ride this momentum. PAC Athletic. Get their tails up.
It's still a handy lead for the Marlins.
Yep.
15-4 conversion, unsuccessful. They'll get a little spark out of that after scoring the BaaBaas. The clock is against them now as they shoot up out of the line and drive the Marlins back.
Yeah,
they're going to fight to the death here.
The Marlins really need some of their big boys to step up, truck a bit of seed, and then you're going to need the likes of Downing-Brown.
Oh, they answer again. Nice offload, though.
Oh, nice little
Hobbs.
boost. As we said before, their tails are up, and they're going to try and ride this little bit of momentum that they got. Nice kick here from the North Coast Marlins. And an unfavourable bounce for PAC Athletic, but they pick it up and they're away. There's Kyle Wasson once again. No, look, for mine, he's been probably the pick of the bunch. When he's on the field, he's in absolutely everything. You saw him before with the pill in his hand, the little offload, and now he's defending. like a man on a mission.
Now they look down the right. Bit of space to work with. Cutting back in off the right foot. And the Marlins have got the footy back. And they're just going to check on Andrew Jackson. Pops back up to his feet. He'll get back underway. He's got the little shot around the head or neck.
And there he is again. Kyle Wasson just getting through the tough stuff to set a little bit of a platform for his big boys. For his little men to get around the park. And I'm looking at the likes of Downing Brown, possibly Andrew Jackson.
Penalty for the high shot. Under 60 seconds to go now.
And again, just to use a Hello Sport term, just a nut trucker. Just trucking the nut, getting through the tough work.
Now they come up with a little mistake. But the whistle sounds again. Maybe a bit in contact off the ball. You can see the Marlins players down on the deck at the moment. And number 6 there, Braden Torpy.
Yeah, it's been a big weekend for a few of these guys. And as I said earlier, the Suns poked its head out for quite a bit of time, but there's still quite a few people out on the hill. I know over on the VIP section here where there's quite a few umbrellas and stuff. It's absolutely chockers over here, but people are loving this Nines footy, so they're more than willing to sit out in the sun and enjoy what has been a fast-paced game today.
We'll have one last crack here. The Marlins, the Hooter sounds in the background. A couple of the big boys finish it off. The Marlins are through to the grand final in the Shield Series. They're going to take on Legacy later on this afternoon. Another great performance from the Marlins, and they'll be through to the big dance. And we're going to see who's going to make it through to the big dance in the Trophy Series coming up next. The RLPA taking on the Pigs. This is a game you will not want to miss. We'll head down on the side of the field as well for the man of the match from our last semi-final. Thanks to Wealth Street. Stay with us. Plenty more to come. Semi-final action coming up next in the Trophy Series.